Hey, all right, we live. Well, technically not live, but kind of like live. But I do know we at Wayne State University for the Sound Mind, Sound Body 7-on-7 showcase. And we got some of the hottest talent out here in Michigan. But today, we got a great special show for y'all. As you see, we got plenty of sponsors, plenty of everything going on. Big shout out to all our sponsors, the Donut Bar, Nick's Chips, and Bold Creations. But we're gonna get into a little bit more of that later. But we got special guests on here, special guests. Can you please introduce yourself and let them know who you are?
What's happening, people? This is Coach Beon James of Beon Wide Receiving, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy to have you.
For sure.
I've been knowing you for a long time, and Amere, good to see you again. And I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Samaj Morgan Foundation, Up the Score Films, Sound Mind, Sound Body, and Beon Wide Receiving.
For sure. So I know a lot about your training.
Yep.
You train my son, so let's just put it like that.
Yep.
So as far when it comes to the training, what made you jump into that field of the sports side? What made you jump into the training?
Since I left college, I've been doing it, and I just never stopped. I just try to take it to the next level each and every year, by way of just going around the country and seeking information, pairing myself with the best programs in the country. And it all started here in Detroit, officially. But right after I finished college, I started my personal performance enhancement training, and Beon Wide Receiving was birthed with my middle name. Beon is my middle name. And so,
are you serious?
Yeah.
Hey, I thought I knew that was the name of your.
But it is an entendre to the word beyond, B-E-Y-O-N-D, because the training gets very intimate, and the training is very intricate, and so it kind of goes further than just receiving, right, Amere? Yeah.
For sure. Well, we got one of your trainees here, Amere. I've been watching this young man for a long time, and we actually gonna be unveiling a little information on the show tonight. Okay. So tell me, Amere, how is it? First of all, when did you start training with Coach?
I started last year about April. I found it through a friend of mine, Jamil Gardner, who's at Kent State right now. He told me that Coach Javid knew he was
Jamil Gardner.
He was a good receiver. And
you remember that, huh? Okay. So what was it like the first day? Give me the first day.
I was nervous. I was real nervous. It was different from a lot of other coaches. He's way different, but it's better though. Like, he actually cares about your technique. He shows you the right way, the wrong way. It's different from others. I like it though.
Okay, so taking his training, I've seen him train. The most passionate training I see, man, like seriously, like the accountability that you hold them to, man, but you see them get better every rep. How was it? How did you notice any progression in your play as you were training with him coming up to the season?
Yeah, I did, because my body was in better shape, because he actually give you meal plans, and he give you receivers to study to play like you, so you can get better. You got to write in your journal, and you got to write down what you eat every day. He tells you what you need to eat, and he teach you about coverages. So it's not just running routes, it's actually knowing what route to run and what coverage and how to run it.
Hold on. Did you say journaling?
Journaling.
Man, this is football. Why you writing stuff down? Coach, tell me why you got these young men writing stuff down?
All right, so just foundationally, Beon Wide Receiving is unconventional, psychologically engaging. It's performance enhancement with a whole lot of love, and specific to the position of receiver, but not limited.
Hungry, man, watching all this football today. Shout out to my people over across the way, Detroit Wing Company, man. Let's see what they hitting for. What was this, lemon pepper? Boy, that lemon pepper and everything's homemade? Oh, man. This lemon pepper is bussin'. So, yeah, make your way to all the Detroit Wing Company locations throughout Detroit. Shout out to Detroit Wing Company. Sound mind, sound body.
To just the physical part of it, right? We get into my 3 non-negotiables, which are the food journal, the player analysis journal, and the coverage journal. And
3 different journals?
Yeah,
Or there's like chapters in the
3
journal?
different journals, separate books, no
Whoa!
books required. And this part of my training is like I said again, they're non-negotiables. These are things that you have to do upon joining to my commitment-based training. It's commitment-based training. And so it requires that you're doing things outside of just the physical sessions. There's homework to do. There's board work weekly. There's a minimum of 2 physical sessions a week. And you know, an open extension to me, and you know, with respect to, you know, my time and my family, but it's a relationship commitment based training, and so it is different in a lot of respects. I believe that one good example is when Amere tore his hamstring. He was in the middle of training and also competing, and we were able to put together a pool workout for about 8 weeks that kind of accelerated him getting back to normal activity. And that's just, you know, one example of what a day in a life or what an experience, you know, in the timeline of training would be like with Beon.
Nice. I'm still stuck on
The journaling. I mean, that's important because those are extensions of the physical sessions, but really like the foundation by which a receiver should be able, you know, to operate and just playing the position. You must be able to identify coverages. It's important that the player analysis journal kind of lends to just a different perspective on what you should consider to be a receiver, because there are a lot of walks of life. There are different vantage points and like, you know, different like tendencies and different do's and don'ts and different likes and pros and cons. And in order for you to kind of know that, oh man, there's a guy just like me somewhere around the country that's either at the collegiate level playing elitely or at the pro level playing at elite level. There's somebody just like you that's come from where you come from that has a similar story, and you could take from that and assist yourself when times get difficult. You know what I mean? These what I call olive branches, you know, or extensions of the physical workout. They're imperative, they're non-negotiable, and my guys get a lot out of it.
Nice. So the journals, love it. What's your GPA? I know you. I'm talking about in the class, because you got to have. I'm just joking. So let's talk about that meal prep, right? So you do the meal prep, right? Like, is there like, okay, so I gotta say big shout out to the donut bar who over there with us. Big shout out to them. Is there like a specific diet? Do they have like a cheat day, or how does it go?
You know, I'm not a dietitian. I didn't go to school for that, and I'm, you know, so there is no meal prepping. All right, there's no meal planning.
Okay.
What we do is we overemphasize and emphasize the things that you are putting in your body, because the formula really is just input equals output.
Okay.
Right? So
I actually heard you say that before.
Like Beon is like, I know you guys have been saying training, but it's more adjacent to a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And and so an extension of that is the food journal. And so what guys are tasked with doing is just merely recording what they put in their bodies from the time they wake to the time they go to rest for a minimum of 6 weeks. And then after that 6-week period, we kind of go over it. And we just highlight some of the things that are opportunities.
Okay.
Opportunities. Or what they are, like, hey man, you know, you got a heavy burger diet. Can we, you know, find an opportunity where we could, you know, maybe impart some chicken breasts?
Okay.
You know,
it's adjusting.
It's a better source of whole protein. That could, I mean, that could be an opinion, but it's fact. Balance is better.
Yes, sir.
And so the Food Journal just allows them to get a unique dive, like over-exaggerated, highlighted, perspective on what they're taking in, because that directly correlates to how you feel like you should be performing.
Absolutely.
And if you're not putting the proper stuff in, the body is not relegated to perform how you'd like. It has to have what's necessary. So that's just a part of it.
I like that.
That's a part
of it. Amere, now let's give us a little background on like where you played Little League in the past, what you're doing presently, and what's going on in your future. Okay. So where did you play Little League at, man?
I started off on D team. When I was 5, I played for the Tiny Mite Ravens. I was about 5. I broke my arm in practice. Didn't miss the whole season. I played flag for like 2 years. I came back my second year D team and I played on the West 7 Rams. I played like 3 games with them. And then I went to the Wolverines. In a total, that whole year, I probably had 25 touchdowns.
I remember that. Most of them are on YouTube if y'all want to catch them.
And then I went, my next year, I went to, it was like a suburban league.
Okay.
I played with the Warren Jets.
Okay.
I had about 30 touchdowns out there. Then I came back to PAL and I played with West 7 Rams again. 2019, I had about 40 touchdowns. We went to the semis and lost though.
I know.
Lost in the semis to the Spartans.
So what's been like so far in your Little League career? What was the highlight? What was the highlight for you? The one thing that really stuck out for you?
Last year on the Spartans, it's 6-6. 15 seconds left in the game. They're on their own one, so they got to punt. They try to punt on the bounce. I go get it right before we go to the bounce and take it back to the crib. We win. Walk off. Touchdown. The season is just passed.
That's up in the score right there.
Yeah.
So, is there like, and we're gonna go back, but I just want to ask real quick.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, cause you do a lot of analysis with your players.
Yep.
Do you get like a through the season update on what they doing?
Right. So how does the training extend into the season? Right. For my guys specifically, we touch in weekly the same, except in-season maintenance kind of looks like, hey coach, extension of my plays in the game.
Okay.
And then my notes. And notes are custom to each guy differently because every guy's not the same and every guy doesn't play at the same level, the same, competition. So it is very, very detailed and custom and specific to the guys. And I take my time with that. And most of that is delivered by the end of the week before they commence the next season, the next week's play. And so it basically just, hey, a quick overview of what the game was like, whether your involvement was heavy or not.
Right.
There's still a perspective offered, an analysis given, a grade, or just what are we going to continue to work.
I knew you was grading them.
Comes, we're ready.
I knew it.
So the grades are not like, A, B, C, D. But they're more like, hey, we started here.
Absolutely.
And here's where we said we wanted to be based on what you wrote to me and your goal.
That's
and
phenomenal.
Then, we're going to knock them down as they come, or there is regression because everybody is not as astute as the next guy. And then when that's presented, then we kind of come back to the table and we figure out what the adjustment is, just like any good team or person that's committed to a change in what they got going on. And that's just basically how we do it.
Okay. So Amere, you got the training. It's going good.
Yep.
You pretty much one of the best in the state of Michigan. So what's next? What's next for you? What you got coming up?
So actually next, me, my dad, and my family, I took a lot of consideration. We just considered it, August 1st, I'm moving to Texas.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and well, what's happening in Texas? What's the plan?
Well, I've been wanting to go move to Texas to play football since I was seeing Friday Night Tights when I was 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
Watch them, and I feel like it's a good opportunity for me to go down there. And they say Texas football is the best, so I want to go be about it. I want to go show. Thank you.
And he gonna be ready.
And congratulations on that. Right, he's definitely gonna be ready with Beon training. So So I'm going to segue
Wow.
and try to merge them together.
That's nice.
Now, your training, one of your trainees or your program is about to extend. Do you, like, say Amere's down in Texas?
Yes.
Do you travel to train? Would you travel down there to train that young man?
Yeah. So currently, Beyond Receiving is in 4 states.
Okay.
Consistently, bi-monthly, and first of all, I'm excited about Amere's announcement. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I had no idea. And so him and his family, they do a good job of keeping things to the chest, and they work hard. They're a hard-working family. And Amere is not just, exclusively, Beyond Receiving. Like there's been a community and a collective of guys that's been responsible for his development, before I got to, work with him. And so, like, this is this is something that's good for the community, and like, congratulations to everybody that's been involved in his development, because this is amazing. And yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be in touch with his father, and we're going to figure that out, because I'm not exclusive to the Midwest area, though. I've done the work to solidify a good reputation here.
Oh yeah,
and that
they know.
precedes me.
Everybody know about Beyond.
But yes, we'll be traveling to make sure Amere continues his development and in the right way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do y'all train at? Where do y'all do the training? Like when you
Well, what Beyond Receiving is exclusively, moving around.
Okay.
When the weather is great in Michigan, how Michigan weather is.
Yeah.
When it permits, we are outside, and
Right.
I rotate through several different outdoor locations. You could go to my Instagram. There's a platform there. You can contact me there. All the information is there to contact me, and I'll respond with specifics. But remember, man, Beyond Receiving is commitment based, and that extension is not just to the pupil and player, but to the parent and support system too. That's very important. So serious inquiries only, respectfully. That's just because, as we can see, this game lends to and extends to a lot more than just, what we can see. Right? There's a lot more involved, and so, I've been operating in that manner, and that's not going to stop.
absolutely.
But yeah, I rotate outside when the weather's great, and in inclement weather, we're inside in Detroit, Wixom, Livonia, East Side, Metro Detroit. I'm traveling to, and I'm accessible.
So you got and that accessibility. You say you have Instagram.
Yes.
What's that? What's the Instagram?
At Beon BEON_WR.
Okay.
Yep.
And
At Beon BEON_WR.
okay. So Amere, like Samaj, big shout out to Samaj J. Morgan Jr. and Big Maj.
Samaj.
This young man I remember we went to one of the West Bloomfield games, and it was people with shirts on for him. I was at one of your games, and you had about 4 or 5 people with shirts on. Do you have a clothing line or something, or what are we doing?
Nah, not yet, but I'm just work's coming soon though. I really want to be one of the youngest and the first one at my age to do. It's not often you see people my age doing stuff like Samaj and them are doing. I want to be a part of that to do it at my age.
Okay, so here's a question for both of you guys, and we'll let Amere answer first.
Okay.
So you heard of the NIL deals, right? How do you feel about what that can do, or what's your mindset around what NIL
I
does?
feel like if you work hard to get everything you got, I feel like you deserve to get some money now early. I feel like as long as I keep working and put football first and God first, I feel like everything else is gonna come with me.
For sure.
Amen.
Have you been having any talks or any communications about putting that in action, or anybody been?
Nah, not
Okay.
yet. I want to not yet.
Well, it's coming.
Right.
Trust me, it's
I've
coming.
been on plenty of college visits and I talked to a lot of recruiters and stuff.
That was gonna be my next question. So, you had a chance to travel. You travel with Soundbite to the college events. to the colleges. Has any colleges just, you know, maybe even if they haven't made an offer, has anybody showed any type of interest?
Toledo showed a lot of interest, showed a lot of love when I went to Toledo.
Okay.
Coach Corey Parker, man, he does a great job, fantastic job.
Yeah, and that
Coach Candle, they do a great job.
Yep. So how does it feel being able to know that funds are available for you to be able to just support yourself and start your own business? Because you are a business pretty much now.
It feels good. I just feel like I know if I keep working and I keep putting God first and doing everything I need to do and staying out of trouble, I feel like it's all gonna come, and I feel like I deserve it. Just keep working.
For sure. So what's your take on NIL? What's your take on it?
Hey, man, you know, good comes to those who wait and that are prepared when the opportunity presents itself. I think that it's important for, you know, players and parents and everybody involved to familiarize themselves with the rules and, you know, the way to operate properly and take advantage of it. You know, take advantage of it. If your productivity warrants you having a entity and interested in you financially outside of the game of football, then you're doing something good and you should pursue that. And I feel that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
So God bless everybody that's doing that and, you know, do the right thing.
I wish that would have been around when I was little. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, you know, that would have been great.
That would have been great. Yeah. So, with Beon,
yes.
Who are there any, like, I know Amere is not the only one you train because I've seen him.
Right.
Who are some of the other guys that you train or that's in your program? Or, you know, some of the people from Michigan, because you all over, but.
So currently, like Amere mentioned, Jamil Gardner, he's at Kent State. Sam Dursa, he's at Saginaw Valley. Chase Klein is at Wyandotte, who was just offered by Saginaw Valley. Michael Bailey, Michael Bailey from Wall Lake Western.
That's you?
That's one of my guys.
That boy.
Dorian Hill of Lake Orion. Obviously Samaj Morgan Jr.
Yeah. I just wanted, you know, I had to do that.
Logan Forbes of Michigan as well. Christian Dixon. Mike St. Cyril.
You just humbly saying it like, you know.
I've been doing some very good work. Malik Carr, Antonio Gates Jr., Cohen and Trigger at Iowa, Deion Burks. And again, not exclusively all mine, but have had an opportunity to work with, build, and add to their toolbox. And, you know, I take pride in it. I'm serious about it. I'm thankful. You know, I appreciate the Detroit football community, and, you know, I'm a part of that. And, man, I just like to give love and show love back. It's been good, man, and I'm not going to stop. I got a lot of young guys too, you know, and I'm looking for some more.
Okay, so Instagram is that way to primarily contact.
And look, when you holler at me, man, make sure you got a picture. Make sure that you say, "What's up? How you doing, Coach?" You know, as much as, and I appreciate the opportunity, you know, to seem a bit personable, but you know, I'm really big on engagement properly, greeting properly, and so just make sure if you're serious about it, you hit me up properly, and I'll respond. Otherwise, you know.
For sure. So, I really thank y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I appreciate this, man.
First of all, I ain't even know the roster. Well, I knew a couple of them, but Mike, I ain't know you had Mike. Yeah. I don't know. That's just my guy. So, Amere, any shout outs, any last words before we wrap up, man?
I want to say thank you to God, thank you to my dad, to my family, thank you to Coach, especially Coach Beon. I say I was here when my game I was good, but after Coach Beon, I went another level. It was another
You
level.
went beyond.
Went beyond.
Okay. I like how you did that there. I like how you did that.
You did that. That was nice.
Any shout outs, Coach, man? Wonderful job.
I want to shout out Up the Score Films. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Amere Damphie and the Damphie family. I want to shout out Samaj Morgan Sr. and Samaj Morgan Jr. Beon wide receiving, Sound Mind, Sound Body, Coach Blackwell, all the sponsors. You know, much love, man. Much love, man. I appreciate it. I really do.
Man,
This is
please.
nice.
Thank you, man. And please keep up the great work. Like, you know.
Thank you, man. And I appreciate your kind words too, you know, and your sentiments.
Sure.
Because you know, I started training your son when I first you know, moved here to Michigan, and
Oh, you're not from here?
one of my first, no, Louisiana. We'll get into that later. That's for another spot.
Hey,
right?
we gonna do another one
We'll
because
come back.
I actually got an idea
Yeah.
as far as on supply, but we'll talk,
Yeah,
man.
much love, dog. This has
Dang,
been nice,
man, you
Amere,
from-
man. Again,
okay.
Congratulations, dog. I'm happy to see you go, but not.
For sure, man. So, man, big shout out to y'all again, man. Up the score here
Score Films,
with
man.
Nick.
Thank y'all for having me. Beyond.
Yeah,
Extremely
like that,
grateful,
straight
man.
like that, man. We
Yeah.
out, we out, we out.
It's up the
Go, my
score.
guy.